3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA, go SpaceX, Godspeed, Bob and Doug.
Is it too late? Did we miss the blast off? Let's find out in this episode of the Side Hustle to Win experience. This is where we get together to discuss issues that you really care about. In this episode, we are going to talk about the brand new dApps for bankroll.network. In fact, we have some time-sensitive information, which is why I wanted to get this video out to my subscribers, get that information out there for you so that you can prepare for the upcoming launch. So, if this is the kind of content that you like more of, please like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I... First things first, let's go ahead and talk about the launch of one of the first brand new dApps on the Bankroll network, Credits 2.0. That is going to be dropping today, blasting off today as of June 20th, 2020 in less than 3 hours. Let's go ahead and go to Telegram. You can see cross admin here. DT asks, launches in 5 hours, question mark. Cross responds, yes, just about, 9 p.m. PST or 12 a.m. EST. Okay, you need to convert that into your own particular time zones, but it is on June 17, 2020, 9 p.m. PST or 12 a.m. EST is when the Credits 2.0 launches. So now you know that information. That way you can get prepared for it. Now, obviously, you don't have to be there first. If you happen to check out my insider video about bank teller and bankroll in my last video, you will know that he described the Credits 2.0 as a contract that does 6 periodic buys throughout the day. So, you probably have some time to buy into Credits 2.0 before the contract first buys. And that way you can earn the rewards and dividends. Of course, the earlier you get in, the earlier you start earning, right? Just in case you miss one of those contract buys kind of deal. But you don't have to be the first is the point I'm trying to get across. Now, what is Credits 2.0? If you heard from that video, the insider info video, he mentions a little bit tidbits about Credits 2.0. It is going to be a contract where it costs you 10% to buy in and then 10% fees to sell out, right? So it's a derivative of Daily Plus with different mechanics. Daily Plus has similar concept, except it has different fees going in, different fees going out kind of deal, and it does a little bit different instant dividends. So you need to decide for you how much that you want to put into Credits 2.0 and if this is something you're going to participate in. Obviously, this is for only the Tron heads because this is Credits 2.0 is for Tron. I will talk about Life and Ethereum a little bit later, like I talked about before. So I had some folks reach out to me and said, so what's your strategy? What if I'm in Daily Plus right now? Am I getting out of it? Am I jumping into the new Credits 2.0? Well, that's a personal decision you have to make for yourself because you need to decide what is going to be more profitable for you going forward. If you're in Daily Plus right now, should you get out? And then if you're not in Daily Plus, then obviously the decision is a lot easier, right? But let's go ahead and talk about as if you were in Daily Plus. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on Daily Plus and we'll just give a quick rundown of what Daily Plus is. Now, Daily Plus, a transaction fee of 50% is charged on buys and 10% on sells, which powers a perpetual 2% per day dividend drip. Every buy has an instant ROI of 50% plus 5% instant dividends on every buy. Fees are distributed as follows: 40/10% to the drip dividend pool, 5% to the instant dividend pool on buys, 2% as referral rewards, 2% to the banker depot, and 1% for maintenance promotion of the platform. But essentially, it's this. Credits 2.0, 10% in, 10% out. Daily Plus, 50% in and 10% out. And when you buy in, you get a 50% instant ROI plus 5% instant dividends on every buy. Okay, so then let's think of it this way. You put in 100 TRX in, 50% of that. So 50 TRX is automatically taken out as a fee. And then you have 50% of that back as instant ROI kind of deal, right? And then the whole drip dividends happens. Now with credits, the way we understand it from Bank Teller in the insider info video, it's 10% fee on buy-in and then 10% fee when you exit the contract, right? So you have to think of it this way. What is your current situation in Daily Plus right now? Are you ROI yet? Because if you're ROI, you can sell out, right? If you're not in ROI, then you have to compare yourself to how long is it going to take for me to ROI in Daily Plus to stay in it versus selling out, taking the fee, and then jumping into Credits 2.0 and paying the 10% fee there, right? So if you believe what Bank Teller said in the Insider Info video that I uploaded earlier, he mentioned that you would get ROI in Credits 2.0 in about 90 days, probably less because you're earning dividends in both TRX and Banker, which is the way we're assuming that Credits 2.0 is going to work. We don't know the exact details until launch, but based on the nuggets of info that Bank Teller dropped in that's what we're thinking, right? So then you just have to do a little math on your own for your own particular position to see, is it going to take longer than 90 days for you to ROI still in Daily Plus? Or is it going to be less? If it's going to be less, you probably want to stay in Daily Plus. But if it's going to be longer, you got to remember to take into account the fee that you had to spend to exit out and the fee you had to spend to get into Credits 2.0. If that number is going to be longer than 90 days, then you might consider jumping out of Daily Plus and going to Credits 2.0 because you're ROI faster over there. So that's what I would do for me personally. And then, tell me, what kind of strategies are you looking at? Does that sound right to you? Is it the math wrong? Because I know I have some of the smartest subscribers on the internet. So I always like to get feedback from my subscribers because sometimes they turn you on to things that you just never thought about. Like in my last video, somebody turned me on to Formatic, right? And that's something brand new that I'm gonna look at. It's an alternative to MetaMask. It's supposed to be more secure. It has 2FA, which I love. I'm a big believer in security and 2FA. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about, for all the ETH heads, live contract. The rumor has it right now, it's gonna be next week for life. So, for those of you that are waiting for the Ethereum version, you're gonna have to wait for next week, unfortunately. But there's always an upside, right? Let me do that side hustle perspective for you, do that deep dig, tell you about the other side. So even though we don't get the hype and FOMO of launch this week, we do get to kick back and see what happens with this launch, right? Let's just pretend, and I'm not gonna say anything is gonna happen, but let's pretend something does happen, unexpected, and we're like, oh, okay, we did not know that this contract was gonna do this or it's gonna have this kind of effect. And now we can plan and strategize for when life comes out on the Ethereum network, right? So we can see what's going on with the Tron side and then plan and adjust our strategy accordingly on the Ethereum side. So then you get a little extra week to prepare for that, just in case you need to shuffle funds around or do something like that. You get time to do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be checking out this Tron launch and see how things go, see what are people's strategy they're talking about, because you're going to get relatively almost a week to see how this contract is doing and see how people like it. And if they, sometimes you never know. People come up with the most ingenious thing and you just think everything's going to be normal and all of a sudden, boom, something else happened. Like, oh, whoa, what just happened here? What just happened, right? So for all the Ethereum heads, we're just going to kick back, watch, learn, strategize, and plan. Wait, you still here? You stuck around this long in the video? Well then, your boy SideHustle's got a special tip just for you. Now you may be thinking to yourself, I know Bankroll Vault is a token on Ethereum and the equivalent of it is Banker token on Tron. What is my strategy going forward with these two particular tokens? I'm going to share you a juicy bit, a nugget of info, right? Do that deep dig for you, get you that nugget, because you stuck around this video this long. Let's go ahead and get it for you. Let's get it. All right, we see a comment from Tron God Ed, Bankroll Network admin. He mentions Save will slowly get harder to mine Banker. However, the most important is this: I grabbed Banker till this weekend, then VLT next launch. So if you believe the words of Tron God, the admin here on Bankroll Network, he's saying grab Banker this weekend and then VLT next launch. Why is that? Right? Why? You got to be asking yourself, well, why is he saying that? No, well, let me tell you right now. Let me tell you right now. This is what SideHustle thinks. Of course, this is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. The FOMO and hype is around Banker right now. People are going to be buying Banker because they're thinking that, oh, when Credits 2.0 comes out, it's going to pump Banker. So they're buying Banker right now ahead of time. Of course, it's almost gotten right before launch. A lot of the hype and FOMO is already there. The price might be driven a little high. I don't know. Personally, I'm just letting you know what Tron God's saying. This is my breakdown of what he's thinking. And then after the hype and FOMO dies down with the launch of Credits 2.0 and Banker, people are going to be looking at the next thing, which is the launch of Life. Ethereum network, and that involves Bankroll Vault. So then they might take their profits from Banker and Credits 2.0 and roll it over onto VLT next launch. That's what I think he's saying there. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a viable strategy? You let me know in the comments, and if you appreciate the fact that I gave you this juicy bit of nugget at the end of the video, go ahead and comment down in the section below the number 7. All you have to say is 7, and I will understand that you looked till the end of the video to get that juicy nugget info. So I hope you appreciate that. Let me know what you guys think. You've been enjoying the content in this video. Here are a few other videos that I think you'd be into. If you have not done so by now, please like, share, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. And as always, leave things better than when you found them and get your hustle on.